So, I mean, it is what it is, you know. For T6, you go T7. I mean, that starts to change a bit, but you're risking more. And then you look at, okay, how long does it take to recoup the cost of the set? How often do you die? What's the delta average on that? Like, how often do you die versus how much loot do you bring back? And that's that. Yeah, it just becomes a numbers game at that point, you know, as far as like getting out with as much loot as possible. Yeah. And personally, that's how I look at it, right? You know, I go in, my set is my ammunition, I put it on, I go in, I want to bring out as much loot as possible with this set. And if I can't, then I need to look at my build or do a different set or something. Or if the content doesn't produce the amount of money to repay the set that I lose, then yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I mean, so okay. So to answer that question, and by the way, guys, I'm talking to people on Discord, and I have the Discord volume turned off so I can talk to the followers. But essentially, what the question was is, you know, do you find Mists viable in their current state as a solo player? And here's my answer to that. So, in Yellow Zone Mists, if you are a brand new player, and I mean like you've been playing the game a couple of days, right? You need to go there, you need to get your fame up and unlock Brazilian anyways. And the Abbeys that early on can be really good in the off hours for a brand new player. But in comparison to like solo camps, it doesn't even come close, like to the amount of money that you can make in solo camps. But you do need to get a little bit of a bankroll together to be able to do that type of content. So, for example, a brand new player day one, it's difficult for that player to be like, okay, I want to buy 1 million in sets and go do Black Zone content. And if they don't know, like, okay, what's a ganker, how to inspect, like, kind of the fundamentals of the game, then the risk is much, much higher, right? They're not going to do what I did and do a 6.5 hour stint in solo camps and die only one time. You know, it's going to be a much different outcome, right? They're going to lose more sets. Still be profitable, just going to lose more sets. So that's how I look at it, right? But there is other solo content currently that you could do if you wanted to. So if you want to learn PvP, I always tell people, no matter what, a good place to start is Corrupted Dungeons. It's going to teach you the basics, understanding your cooldowns, understanding your opponent's builds, and you can start with the non-lethals and do those for fun, and get some content, get some fame, get some loot. Not a huge amount, but I mean it's still a little bit, but it will teach you the fundamentals of PvP. And the other thing is, like, you know, duel your friends, you know. So yeah. Alright, we've been all around this zone. Didn't see anything. We're leaving. Going to High Tree Steep. That puts us next to Limhurst Portal. So I should just go Mutton Tundra and go back through my portal. There's like 50 people in that zone. I don't need to do that. And there's nobody here. Yep. It's never going to happen. We're just heading back. We're gonna get out of here. I mean, there's just no content. I went from Mutton Tundra to where was it? Hatchy Pass, and there was just nothing. And this is still down. There's nothing. So I'm just gonna literally go to the portal, dump my stuff off, reset, go back out. We'll make like 240k profit on that run. Took way too long, too much time. Yeah, drops are alive. Yeah, if you want your drops, all you gotta do is hang out in the channel. If you want to qualify for the giveaways, you just gotta type something in chat. That is a big blob. We peacing out. Oh, we're in Fork, a T5 zone. This does no good for me. And it sandwiches me in between two T8 zones, which are also terrible, and going back to Flamog Valley. So I'm literally going to go straight back through it and recast. That was literally one of the worst places to get stuck. And we pay again. Alright, we get Grangeshore Bay. That's not terrible. That puts us way over here. This is a T8 zone. Oh, we need to go to like Plateau and the Edge. So we're going to go up to Cliffs. But I might try and do a couple of these. Because I did find that I can do the T8 bosses. They're just extremely hard. Okay, that's a skinning spot. Go check the next spot. This one is down. Okay. There's so many spots on this map, though. Alright, here's one. Let's see how this goes. Damn, that's close. This is really, really rough. It's T8. Yeah. It's just the amount of damage they dish out is just ridiculous. I'm probably going to get downed doing this one. If I can kill that. Alright, so we finished a solo cache, and that was a T8 zone. So it gave us, how many? Is this 100k? So about the same amount as a T7. Yeah. Now, if we got 2 of those other books, that'd be a different story. If we got 2 of the T7 books, that'd be 200k in just the yellow books. Which would be pretty crazy, actually. I mean, we finished it. It was just very rough. Very rough. Almost died. Well, almost got downed. Alright. There we go. So we'll do these next, and then this group. I'd love to get a decent T8. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this group and then the outer edge. Free cadder suit. All right. Should be like one of these, I think. And that'll be it. Should be one. What are they? It's a T8 mob camps. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm using Druidic. Yep. T6. Oh yeah, super cheap set. No, dude, they do so much damage. I don't know if it's possible to do some of the like bosses that I could get from the solo boss layers with this. We'd have to. I guess I'll find out. You know, if it's too hard or not. Okay, there we go. It's unlocked. Somebody ran by. So the question becomes, okay, it's just these guys are guarding it, so we did get a boss layer map, guys. Oh, that's gonna down me. Oh, yep, it did. I didn't have my Guardian Helm for that, and I thought I was outside of it when he was aiming it. So I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'll have to do it over again. And now it's locked because they respawned. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. More respawned. I'm waiting on health. Then I'm gonna knock these out real fast. Okay, now it's unlocked. Let's grab and go. So T8 boss layer. Is it good or is it shit? That is the question. Alright, please don't be... If it's the same boss I got before, I barely killed him. But, and it is. It's the same guy. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So the next cycle that I get the proc, I'm going to have to do that. And we just can't make a mistake here. A little bit of lag at the end there. But it's a blue chest, but it is T8, so maybe we get something. 20k out of the first one. 20k out of the second one. And 12k out of the third one. Absolute trash. Absolute trash out of that. Oh, that is such next level garbage out of a T8 boss lair. I mean, the blue ones are usually garbage, but that was just as garbage as a T7. Okay, that one's empty. We've got 2 more to check. Okay, that's a log thing. More trash. So far, not much good stuff. Okay, this one's up. Battle axe over there. He was trying to run on my brambles to get me to have no mount. That's why I mounted up real quick when I saw him just barging in there. I'm just gonna go check the one on the other side here. I did miss a couple when I came in, looking at these. That's another hide spot. What's the quality of this map? Quality 2? So it's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible. Drops? Yeah, drops are on. If you're watching and you don't even have to say anything in the chat or nothing, you'll get your Albion community drops on there for sure. Yeah. Normally I would, but not right now. Oh, that's a coffer. But it's in the group area, I think. It is. There's 2 of them. Do I get downed to go get the coffers? Is the question. I'm thinking yes. Where is it? There it is. Alright, I'm gonna get down so that I can get this coffer. And then I'm gonna get down to get the other coffer. Because it only cost me like 7K to get down. So as long as I make more than that from this coffer, then we good. Oh god, no. We made 1,000 silver. We made 1,000 silver on the coffer, folks. Okay. Let's go check the other one now. Alright, that one was better. Yeah. We made more than what our down cost us. Doing that. Get rid of my coffers out of out of the medium. Wasn't worth it, and I've seen a lot better loot come out of coffers, but if they're both green, you know, you're not going to make much. Go on for the direwolf pup. Which is never going to happen, because it's like 0.00 something percent chance. I don't know what the chance is, but it's really low. Or I would have had one by now. With as many of these as I've killed. Oh, somebody got smoked. Let's go Flat Rock Cliffs. I basically have no loot on me, so mostly silver bags and books, just some few runes and shit. Nothing worth making a fuss about. What's the quality here? 2. Generally, like, the way it works is there'd be a few zones that all have the same quality, all touching each other. And then, like, as you move to the inner ring of all the zones, the quality continues to increase of the zone. Well, it definitely makes them more sought after by guilds, right? So your better guilds are going to hold the inner circle of zones, which will have the highest quality. So that's typically, you'll see that. And then well, the loot's better, but it's also about the territories and, you know, that kind of thing. It's not all about quality of the zone, but it does have a lot to do with it. Come on, let's gather them all up. Better than nothing. Oh, we got a map. That's unlocked. Alright, let's go do it. I don't expect to get much in... This is a T5 zone. But I'm just doing the camps because I'm doing all the camps. But, you know, like I said, if I get a boss map layer, we'll run it in the hopes that we get something good. You never know, we could strike it rich and get the legendary. Although I haven't seen one of those in days now, and I do these a lot. So, we'll see. We'll see. It depends on the boss. I can usually, as soon as I see the boss, I know. Like, that's not Athos. It's the lightning one, so this is going to be blue. You can also look at the size of the chests, and that's a good indicator as well. Like, if you don't know the bosses or can't remember all the bosses, then you can just look at the size of the chest. So the size right now is blue, and then a little bit bigger, and then the legendary ones you can't really mistake. But, I mean, you're not going to see those very often. I think I've got one video with a legendary chest in it, and I posted it. Yeah. Like this, I'd be lucky to get 50k. There's 5k, right? There is 4k. We have 10k total. And there is 7k. That's what I'm talking about. Not worth doing, typically. Okay, we got Wet Grave Marsh, Flat Rock Plateau. We're going to go to the Marsh. T7's really good for us, both in fame and speed of clearing versus T8. T8's just brutal. But T7 is kind of like the sweet spot. It's the best amount of fame for the lower risk. Not from players, but from getting down from NPCs. Well, I'm 100 spec in everything except for the boots that I have on right now. So, I don't have the whole trees maxed out, and that is going to make a little bit more of a difference. So I can't say yes or no until I get to that point, and then I could say if you can easily do it in T6 with having max spec everything. But right now, I would say no. Like, it's not... Even if you dodge everything, it's still rough just from the autos, you know, that you're getting hit with. So like this one, if you look, it's also quality 2, right? We're kind of in the same ring right here on these three places. Yoink. Always so aggressive, man. I'm an armored horse, man. The dude tried to dismount me with that, but it's not going to do anything. Now, the thing is he'll watch the direction I go, and then he'll come over here and try to do the same thing at this one here, provided... Okay, I hear people. Yeah. See, this is more heavily contested for sure. I've already seen it. It says there's 0 to 5, and I've seen 2 people doing the camps already. Well, that's empty. I'll check the back side just in case there is a map. Sometimes I find them. There's 2 T7 Sunflax mobs right there. No, I just can't fight them with Indruitic. And I'm T6, bro. And that guy was much, much higher. At least a 4-4. I didn't check specifically. Two crystals or beetles right next to each other. T7. That's kind of funny. Yeah, we're doing those today. There's two drawings. One for mount, one for chance to enter the whole group went into that. Yeah, but one for mount and one for the giveaway marathon on the 1st. So there will be a giveaway marathon that we do in Albion January 1st, and by typing in chat that enters you to win. So it's entirely up to you. Every day. We're doing it every day from now until the 1st. And then we'll have that collection of names essentially in a wheel, and we'll spin the wheel, and we pick the name, and then that guy will spin the prize wheel, and whatever prize it lands on is what prize they'll get. And then we remove the name and the prize from both wheels, right? Keeps it easy. Keeps it easy. Quick grave bog. Let me just do a quick check. So we are now up here. So if I go bog, I can go into swale. Gankers. And they aren't going to bother following because I'm not worth anything. So we're going to be going to swale now. That zone is just way too busy. It is prime time though, so I'm trying to mitigate risk during prime time, and that it can be more difficult than you want, you know. Well, you kind of got to play around objectives in the black zone. So like me, I'm going to go to swale. I'm going to check that zone. I'm going to do what I can there to get some fame books. We're sitting on about 250,000 in fame here. But we're going to try and get some fame books. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to save up all our books, and then we're going to pour all those books into our prowling PvP build. So that way we have something we can do some solo stuff on. And then we might do some corrupteds. So just to kind of change it up a little bit. Well, I'm just realizing like where I play a healer, and it's like if there's a team not online, like people aren't on ready to do content, then I am just streaming nothingness. And that is not fun for anyone. Frickin' bear paws. It is super busy right now to be out leveling. I would rather be PvPing right now. Most of it's economy. That's Swift Sand Chaparral. That is not good for us. And Timber Slope Bridge. Both of those are bad for us. So I'm going to R back and reset. 30k R back. Can pay for that with silver bags I got. Yeah, region overcrowded. There's 447 people online right now. In just the Limb portal. Just the Limb portal. Alright, we're up to 3.53 now. And then, yeah, we got a decent amount of books. We're going to keep piling these up, though. I'd like to have, like, at least 40 of the T7 books. And those are 50k fame each, so that'd be 2 million fame in those. And that means I'd probably have around 5 million total fame, just at the ratio that you get the books. So that's kind of what I like to do there. Alright, I'm going to check one more time to see if people are online ready to go for PvP. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to switch into the Discord real quick. And it looks like they are doing an Ava skip, which is gross. That is PvE, epic PvP. Right? I like diving Avas, but you got to get them before they get to the first gate to have a really good chance at getting a shot at doing it. All right. There is a big castle fight happening at 15 UTC. Apparently, that's about an hour and a half from now. So, unfortunately, we've got nothing going on. So, what I'm going to do at this point is we're going to go ahead and close the stream out for now. I've been on stream live for 9.5 hours straight, so that's a pretty long stint in one go. But we just don't have the people online to support the PvP right now. They got other things going on, so we'll work on coming back when we have the PvP ready. I don't like having the 4VX thing title in the window and then not be doing that type of content. So it's just misleading. And I was told, hey, at this time people will be ready, and they're not. So there's nothing I can do about that. Anyways, see you guys a little bit later. Thanks everybody who's been hanging out in the stream today. And again, we'll do the drawing in about 3.5 hours for the winners. So if you have chatted in the Twitch chat today, you are qualified. And I may be on a little bit later, but I'm